It's official. U.S. farmers are facing the biggest export collapse in modern history. Crops are piling up, prices are crashing, and farm towns, they're running out of options. The numbers don't lie. The U.S. is now staring down a record $49.5 billion agricultural trade deficit. That's right, for the first time ever, we're buying way more food from other countries than we're selling. And no, it's not just about soybeans this time. The crisis runs deeper, and it could reshape rural America for decades to come. Let's break it down. Across the board, U.S. farm exports are falling off a cliff. Corn, wheat, sorghum, pork, beef, dairy, poultry, all hit hard. Take corn. Once a crown jewel of U.S. agriculture, now losing ground to Brazil and Argentina. Wheat, Russia is dominating global markets. Even livestock and dairy, countries are looking elsewhere, while American farmers face slumping demand and mountains of unsold product. And a strong U.S. dollar, that just makes our goods more expensive, and foreign buyers aren't exactly lining up for premium-priced pork chops. A big part of the problem, you guessed it, trade policies. In April 2025, President Trump declared Liberation Day, launching a wave of new tariffs, 10% blanket tariff on imports, up to 125% targeted tariffs on countries that don't play fair. It didn't take long for the world to hit back. China slapped a 145% tariff on U.S. farm goods, including pork, wheat, corn, and yes, soybeans. The European Union, Canada, and Mexico followed suit with their own penalties. The result: contracts canceled, shipments stranded, foreign buyers switching to cheaper suppliers, and U.S. farmers left holding the bag or the bushels. Voices from the fields. But this isn't just about numbers, it's about people. Wes Schumeyer, a Missouri farmer, put it plainly: we're still planting, but it feels like a leap of faith that there'll even be a market for what we grow. Or take Adam Chappell from Arkansas: unless there's a bailout, and a big one, a lot of us won't make it. It's hard to argue. Across the Midwest and South, shuttered grain silos, empty cattle lots, and idle tractors are becoming the new normal. And it's not just the farmers, rural banks, equipment dealers, truckers. The entire ecosystem is feeling the squeeze. To make matters worse, the USDA, the very agency meant to support farmers, is shrinking. Mass layoffs hit earlier this year. Over 5,600 employees gone. That includes field staff, scientists, and folks who help farmers navigate tough times. It's like fighting a house fire with fewer firefighters. Meanwhile, bailouts and relief programs struggle to keep up with the damage. So, what's Washington doing? The Trump administration rolled out a $12 billion bailout package, covering everything from corn to cattle to dairy. And sure, there have been some small trade victories. Poultry access to Brazil, apple exports to Thailand. But let's be real. Selling a few more chickens won't patch a $49 billion hole. And as more countries double down on tariffs, the bailout tab keeps growing. Ripple effects and food security. Beyond the farm, the pain is spreading. Ports are seeing fewer agricultural shipments. Rural banks are tightening credit. Input costs like feed and fertilizer are rising fast. And yes, this could hit your wallet too. With U.S. farms in crisis, food prices could spike, and food security risks are no longer hypothetical. So where does this go from here? If tariffs stay, more lost markets are almost guaranteed. Brazil, Argentina, and Russia are expanding production. They're ready to take our place long term. The only real solution? Trade negotiations, smarter policy, and maybe rebuilding the USDA to support struggling farmers. A farm export collapse, rural towns under pressure, a food system in flux. The stakes couldn't be higher. Stick with us as we track the fallout and the future of America's farmers. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll keep you updated.